All right, I'm going to dive into it because I'm supposed to be working with Chris on a file, but I had a random work call, and I think I'm good with work. I think I'm all done. So, I'm sorry, Chris. I am doing a video instead of getting our playtest file up to date. I apologize. Um, all right, so what do we have here? This is more of a D heavy. Finished up Mr. Classic this past weekend. We're playtesting Israel's Rebellion. We just went to one territory class recently. We finished up Lackey Grand Prix to test one territory class. That pretty much led us into the Mr. Classic. A lot of hype there. Great tournament. Thank you, Chris, for hosting. Thank you, Jeremy, for just the idea and everything on the background. Jay for the hype and pushing it. And then everyone for going. It was really an awesome turnout, an awesome tournament in general. So we're going to try to have every year some sort of invitational. So that's very exciting. We had a Israel's Rebellion spoilers there. Israel's Deliverance article also came out with some spoilers of what was changed and some background and thought process. Apparently, the article was perfectly worded, very articulate. It was like a poet. So I don't know. I want to know who wrote it, but any feedback, if you like that article, if you like hearing the background of what goes into set design and card thoughts, just the whole brainstorming of why is a set designed a certain way, the future thought process, the current process or current design of a set. If you really like reading about that or listening to it or hearing it, whether it's Threshing Floor, Jaden's going to have something eventually. It'll be really cool for everyone, whether I talk about it on my channel or an article on Land of Redemption. If that's just exciting or encouraging or, hey, I do enjoy that kind of material, regardless of the medium, please let me know. I do enjoy hearing feedback of, even if it's like, hey, I enjoyed reading the article, but I was wanting more. I was looking for, I don't know, whatever other information. Not that, I mean, I do understand I am a people pleaser. I get that. I'm not saying that, hey, just because you messaged me, I'll try to do that. No, it's more so like, am I missing something that could be exciting to read about or hear about? So let me know, reach out, or, hey, the article was great. I would love more of them. Cool. All right. Um, as for Mr. Classic goes, really good. I don't need to do a full recap here. I'll do that at another time or date or whatever. Um, Tournament went great. As for Saturday, highly competitive field. I played good gospel stuff. I didn't use a single old card, which, let's be real, not a lot of people did. It was really just maybe Falling Away and Uza and Plot. I didn't do anything. I only wanted to use good gospel stuff. I wanted to see what it needed, because I knew there needed to be edits there. So I brought a 51 card without Hopper. I knew I needed more Soul Gen. I knew I needed to get it down to 50 with Hopper, and that it's a district tournament with highly competitive players. So great field, great competition. I wanted to see what edits I needed to make to a deck that I want to play in the tournament season. So feel like I did phenomenal. Very good play wise. Like, I didn't make a mistake again. I played John. I didn't make a mistake. He went first. Boom, Big Matthew, and he got to drop his brigades. Had some great games. I didn't have enough Soul Gen, so that cost me a time. I had a time to win instead of a full win. And I made a mistake against Jeremy, where I saw his hand pushed into battle, and he had Complacent Soul. We talked about Complacent Soul. So much stuff happened from us talking about Complacent Soul that by the time I went into battle, I had forgotten about Complacent Soul, and I played Angel Lord, knowing he had Confusion in his hand, so I could play Angel Lord, win the Soul, get my Confusion, or not be Confusioned, and then Complacent. Whoops, bring that back. He got the Confusion off, and I ended up losing 5-3 without Son of God Second Coming. So, or without Second Coming being another Son of God. So that was it. That was my misplay for the weekend, and it cost me a game, and that it cost me from that was the only difference in me placing and not placing. That's all it was. So I loved it. I haven't played a Type 1 game. I know Hendrix will probably say I'm washed up or I suck. I haven't played a Type 1 game. I think it was 2020 Nationals was my last Type 1 game. So getting back into the mix and doing well was exciting. Um, but during the week, there was a lot of Matthew, and there wasn't a lot of counters to Matthew. Brigades are still dominating in decks. Matthew's still getting a D5, D6, D6 plus, and you can just bounce him and do it again. And in my deck, I like to band, and you can just band a Matthew and have even more options, and it's a lot. So I wanted to show. This is called Crowds or Protector. It's in Lackey called Protector, so we'll call it Protector. Um, Protector Lost Soul, and this is at 53. But I also wanted to. I had questions about mixing defenses. When do you know to mix it? How do you mix defenses? Is a mixed defense better, or is just unity or like one theme, whatever it is? Yeah, there's no right answer. It all depends on what you're playing. What are you trying to accomplish and everything? This is more D heavy. I've done this offense in the past, and really I wanted to show this defense, and this defense ended up becoming larger. It doesn't need to be all these cards. It really doesn't. Like, you can have a very strong defense. Like, I don't need Sordid Spirit. I could probably lose an enhancement. I don't need Sordid Spirit. I don't need Kings of the Earth. I don't need Babylon. I don't need Beelzebub. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and I'm at 53. So, like, I can come down to 50. I mean, that puts me at 48, and I can put in 2 heroes if I want a balanced deck, because I cut some heroes to get this down. So I can cut 2 evil characters, bring in 2 heroes, and cut an enhancement. And I'm at 50, and I can cater the reserve a little bit as well. So you could easily make this a balanced deck, which I still think is the right approach right now. Just defenses can do a lot, and offenses don't need all the resources that they used to. I think you want a defense that can block first turn, have strong blocks first turn, and potentially a second strong block as well the following turn. And you can really maximize your offense with less cards. I feel like you used to need more cards on offense, and that's just simply not the case anymore. So you can do a lot with less, and with offenses, and because of that, you can play more defense and really have a balanced deck. You also used to want more offense because that's where a lot of your drawing power came from. Your drawing power on defense is kind of like lone evil characters, and then rotation. You still had Sabbath Breaker, that just really hasn't been used over time, but now it's Divining Damsel, which got cut from this deck, but you have Messenger of Satan and Highwayman. It's 2 big ones, and Lying Prophets used as well in other defenses. And you could play Thieves, and you have multiple draw 3s at band or draw X's, Herods with the draw and the band. What other defenses are out there that are just solid at drawing? The Pharisees if you're playing Meeks. So you can, I mean, same with Sadducees. You can draw if you want, and it used to be draw is more geared towards your offense, and now you can draw on defense, and that really helps with balanced decks, and you can go to your characters that draw. So I want to showcase this defense. Gabe posted a defense a while back, but it was before the deck lists. So, work. I'm supposed to be done. This defense, something similar to it. I don't exactly remember. And I forgot what I was saying because work. Gabe posted a defense like this a while ago, and then we redid the Discord, and I think it was lost. So I'd always liked that defense in general. He played like a Divining Damsel. So I wanted to do Thieves Demons, which I've done before. I wanted to do a larger base to where you can then tailor it how you want. but just show you some really strong blocks. I've always talked about protection and banding and add to battle being key to blocking. If you layer your attacks, if you layer your blocks with different options, different factors that the opponent has to get around, you're in a really good spot. So, what do we do on defense? First, we'll start off card by card. Prince of this World. We don't get to use his star ability here. I do want to bring in Kingdoms of this World. I don't get to use Shield in this deck because I don't have Unity, but I would like to bring Kingdoms of this World in here because I can go to Highwayman quickly, but we're already at 53 and we want to get to 50. So maybe if we cut the defense a little bit, like I said, bring in a couple heroes and maybe a duel comes out, then we can bring in Kingdoms. I really like that. And of course, yeah, you probably play Remnant as there, but we always try to maximize our cards. Use every ability there if possible, if and when possible. So, protect your Gospel Demons from lone heroes and opponent's dominance. You may bounce a character in a territory. I don't have a Book of the Law in here. I have a bounce hero and a bounce evil character. So, that's fine. I do love Book of the Law, but I don't have Jeshua in here, so it gets the top deck. Yeah, if they block from hand, it's really good, but I just can't fit everything. Prince, his protection's really good first turn. Also, his protection from lone heroes. His protection from dominance is good moving forward. Also, good first turn, of course. So, we like to layer this, and what I mean by that is if we can go to Sordid Spirit, you may place this card on a good card in a territory to add a Gospel Demon from deck or reserve to battle. While placed, negate that good card and paralyze it if it is a hero. That's really nice. We can put that on Judas, negate neutrals, whatever it may be, or Herod's Temple if we want. We can do a couple things there. So then we block with Sordid Spirit, and we place Sordid Spirit on a good card, negate it, paralyze it if it's a human. There's also the Aminadab deck. I saw two of them, and I also saw the Posty build. Both of those decks not revolve, but really like Jeremiah. If I could Sordid Spirit Jeremiah, then I'm feeling very good. Sordid Spirit places itself, and then can bring in Beelzebub from reserve, and I may banish a placed orange card, which I just did, on a hero to discard that hero, so I can immediately go to blow up whoever you have, and then I can ban to a demon or take a demon from deck or reserve, CBN. So Sordid Spirit can place itself. I've shown this before. I can immediately go to Beelzebub. I can kill that hero, and then I can ban to a demon, which is really nice when I have 1, 2, 3, 4 demons, and of those five demons, one can become a human, one can ban to a revelation and have protection, one can draw and ban to a human, and one can negate and do other things and then exchange to a thief or a demon. I hope you all didn't hear that. That was so loud in my ears for a meeting that was canceled today. That's why I was done with work. That's my last meeting of the day. So, or then I can ban to Prince, and then Prince protects Gospel Demons from lone heroes and opponent's dominance. So Beelzebub gains protection. It's very nice. That's a layer. I also killed essentially your best hero in territory. Really like that play. Anytime I can go on 11/11 CBN banned to a demon, I'll take it. I just wish we had KOT in rotation. Deceiver. So I can go Beelzebub to Deceiver. I can go whatever I want. Exchange this card with a human evil character from deck or reserve. I do feel like I need Foreign Wives. Still not in here. We're at the testing phase. Like I said, I brought a 51 card, pretty fine-tuned deck to tournament this past weekend with good competition, knowing that it wasn't where it needed to be, but it was in a good spot. It's now 50 cards with Virgin Birth and Hopper, so it's Josh approved, but we're in the testing phase right now. I have a state tournament in 2 weeks. I'll bring good gospel stuff back with me probably, and go from there. And you want to keep if you have a deck that you think you're going to play at Nats, you want to start playing it. You don't want to show everyone, but you do want to play your deck enough to where you know it, you're comfortable with it, and it's tuned perfectly. So that's kind of where I'm going right now. I played it at a very competitive tournament, did very well, playing it at Kentucky State this weekend. Hope to also do very well, and then see, okay, what am I missing? What can I add? How can I get better? And hey, you know what? If for some reason I win every single game, then guess what? I just got more experience with the deck. So, and hopefully I lose, because as we know, we'll learn something. So Deceiver, like I said, I can bring Foreign Wives in here, either deck or reserve, but it's just not making the cut right now. I like all my humans that I can go to. I feel like I have stronger blocks. Foreign Wives, people are playing regardless of Protect Battle Winners, so I don't necessarily think Foreign Wives has to go in here, but oh well. Either way, I have enough humans. So, like I said, Beelzebub can ban to Deceiver. Kings of the Earth can ban to a demon. Babylon the Harlot can ban to an evil character. Judas can ban to a demon. So I have a lot of ways to turn, like, let's just say Beelzebub to Deceiver, or ban to a demon and then turn Deceiver into another human. So a lot of ways to mix and match this defense. That's why it's so good. Next evil character. Protect Red Dragon from human heroes. Ignore angels. Unless Michael's in play, may ban to a Revelation evil character. Cannot be prevented. So who are my Revelation characters? I have Babylon the Harlot. And I use Wages of Sin to get out Babylon. Which means I'm not going to have Babylon first turn. Which, that does suck. Because that gives the opponent an extra turn to get a negate neutrals. And then that means Babylon no longer works. And guess what? I don't have to get her then. That's okay. She can stay there. She's a discard ability, so Wages gets her, and she discards a Martyr, which is very good right now. I can immediately put you in special initiative. If I Wages of Sin to Babylon, put down Babylon, you attack, I convert it to an evil character. I block with Red Dragon, I ban to Babylon. I am now protected from human heroes, and I immediately put you in special initiative. That's good. Like, you have to respond to my you have to respond to my discard, and I did nothing for that. And then you have to get around Red Dragon's protection. It's like, well, what if they just have Great Commission? That's fine. They had to use it, and now I get to use a negate. So, in my opinion, that's good. I could also ban to Kings of the Earth. When I play Kings of the Earth, I can make him Crimson or Orange. I choose a single brigade and nationality. I usually will make him another Babylonian because Nebuchadnezzar bans to a Babylonian. I don't think there's any other nationality I would ever make him. Yeah, he is always going to be a Babylonian. Even though Nebi will always toss the next enhancement, 99% of the time. I just made up that percentage, but nearly every time I will toss the next enhancement played. There is times where I can go Nebi to Kings and then Kings to the Harlot or Kings to a Demon, and I can just keep rolling and rolling. So Kings of the Earth doesn't always have to be Crimson, doesn't always have to be Orange. It's going to be one of those two based on my hand or what I've already played. If I've already played one of my Crimson enhancements, no, it wouldn't matter if I play one of my Crimson, because when I look at my reserve and my duels, he's usually always Crimson too. So only in a pinch or if needed, would I play him as Orange. So usually he's Crimson and Babylonian. Now it's like, well, you're playing multicolors. What about Matthew? We do have the Protector and we have a way to it. So hopefully that helps. So Red Dragon can ban to a Revelation evil character. Wages of Sin can get out the Harlot. You attack, I convert the Harlot. And I have pretty much I can ban to whoever I want and whatever I want now. Next one is Messenger, bans to a human. So Kings of the Earth is a human. Nebi's a human. Judas, Highwayman, Plunderers. So that's just another cog. The Thief exchanges to a generic demon. So I can negate a good card in a territory. If it's a character enhancement, you may discard a character in territory to take it. So I can take something in your territory, or I can just negate it. Um, Once again, people are liking to band in people right now, whether it's Noah, Jeremiah, whatever, or like Martha or something. It's really nice to negate. No, it wouldn't matter. I'm talking Bethany Trio. It's CBN in battle. But either way, there's heroes that like to be banded in right now. So if you can negate them in territory, it's nice if they're down. Or you negate their Judas and you draw. You can then exchange this card with a thief, and we have 3 thieves, or a generic demon. So we can exchange with Messenger of Satan and go right back to banding, or we can exchange to a thief, and we have 3 thieves, and one of our thieves bands to a demon. So it just keeps going. Like, this defense just keeps going. It all connects to each other. Every single character in this deck, minus Prince of this World, bans or exchanges. So the whole thing just can go to itself. Judas, restrict good dominance. That's really good. We have Cross and Judas. We do like that if we don't have Cross up early, but we can easily get Judas. We can stop a turn 1 or turn 2. We like having Cross up. We don't like getting hit with Impartial Judgment before we block. So anything there. Ride On is very popular right now. Also, the Resurrection's being used heavily. Not heavily, but it's being used decently. Angel Lord is probably in it. I think I saw it in every deck this week that I played. So if you got 2 ways to stop dominance. That's really good, especially when you're restricting good dominance in battle and you can still play yours. And then you can ban or take an artifact. If I feel like I don't need to take anything, or there's maybe no one to ban to right now, or I've already had this huge chain, and I brought in Highwayman and then Highwayman banded to Judas, then maybe I just go through your deck and take an artifact, or maybe I just go through my deck and grab the Cross. So very versatile. I mean, I can get Covenant Noah if I want to. So even first turn, I can block with Judas, grab Covenant Noah, and grab a hero I need. Like, it's good. Highwayman, draw X, that's good. And opponent's good brigades. So usually, like, Messenger will give you 1 or 2 because that's in battle, and then Highwayman give you 2 or 3. Or play an Evil New Testament Fortress from deck. Once again, we can't use that, but so many times we're going to do the draw instead. And then may ban to an NT Crimson Human. We can ban 2 Plunderers, or Judas, or the Harlot, NT Crimson Human. So Highwayman can just or Kings of the Earth. I'm sorry. So once again, I can draw and I can ban to 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. And of those 4 targets, I can then ban to a female. I can ban to a demon. All of them. And the Harlot, I can ban to an evil character, which is literally my entire deck, or yours. I can discard a Martyr, or I can ban the Judas, or I can ban the Plunderers, and guess what? I can go back to a Thief. So, like I said, this defense is pretty bonkers. I've seen Unity Crimson, like Unity Thieves. I've seen Unity Thieves, and I've seen Unity Crimson, where it's pretty much Thieves, Shamed Woman, Nebby. Like, I've seen that before. Jeremy showed me that band. I gave him credit, but I still put it out there. Sorry, Jeremy. I do think this defense is better. This defense is a lot bigger, and like I said, you don't need it all. You don't have to have every piece of the defense in your deck. But we are at 53 cards with this massive, scary defense with an add to battle card. So I don't think the offense is right, but we could easily change the offense. Like, if we change the offense, we're losing Goshen, Storehouse, the duels, and we're bringing in probably a Gospel offense and gaining Herod's Temple. And now half of our, well, not half, but Plunderers, Highwayman, Judas are all protected. So that helps. So I really, really like this defense in general. It can draw, it can search, it can exchange, it can take, it can prevent. Oh yeah, like plunderers. If blocking, prevent the next good enhancement played in battle to take it. Um, I like having Noah because anything I take I can play. May ban to a thief, or you may bounce a character in a territory. So once again, I have Prince of this World, Leia. Been watching too much Mandalorian, Star Wars on my mind, and plunderers that I can bounce characters in a territory. That's really nice. So that's why I don't have my bounce artifacts. It's already a tight build. So the characters are absolutely ridiculous. You have to get around preventing and taking. I get to draw. I prevent the next card. I restrict good dominance. I have protection, and I have protection against dominance. So I don't know a lot of offenses that can get around that. Period. But it's a bigger defense. Like it's large. But it's fast. And one's a sight that stays in my reserve. Beelzebub stays in my reserve. So it's not that it's this many evil characters just in the deck. But I really think this is arguably the strongest defense in Type 1. I like what I was playing this past weekend as well. But the reason my defense is so strong and what I was playing is because the offense helps it. This is just an absolute beast by itself. And you have the add to battle, which is really nice. So you lose the protection though, so be weary if you're playing this defense and you're popping down characters. That's why I have the cross, because I do not want them to come in and go right on AOC. Like, that's scary. And then for enhancements, like wages, we know what wages can get out. It can get out all targets in my reserve minus Brothers Reunited. Blasphemies is really nice because we can get out a curse or red dragon from deck or reserve. So we have blindness, carcasses, red dragon that blasphemies can get. So that's really nice. Blindness, just negate all other enhancements. When you play something like this and you have a built-in Chronicles of the Kings as an enhancement, that's very, very good because I don't need any other enhancements. I just negate them all. Sin and Blasphemy, you may play an NT orange enhancement from reserve. Each player may draw one from bottom of the deck. So what we do here is go one of two ways. Messenger, ban to your guys. You play something. I play Sin and Blasphemy. I discard all evil characters in battle, and I shuffle all souls in territory. So I kill your evil. Or at least like your best evil character or whatever. Or I do my band with Crimson, or I have my Crimson Orange evil characters, 1, 2, 3, and I place it in Blasphemy after you play an enhancement, and I end the battle. It doesn't end the battle as a stalemate, but let's look at my numbers, and we're going to realize, okay, yeah, that works. Majority of the time, I will just end the battle, and my numbers are enough. I'm also adding an 06 as well. So those are the two plays that I look for with Sin and Blasphemy, whether it's Suicide or Reunited. If I need to, then I can discard a human, and then if it's multi-brigaded dual icon, it's CBN. So I can once again do a band, Sin and Blasphemy into a CBN card if needed. I do not have a character that goes straight to the reserve. I don't have the Antipasta, the Saul, the Possessing Spirit that just, boom, takes a card from reserve. They are very, very good. I don't have it. My next enhancement, Hurling Insults. I do want the star ability to top deck an evil card from reserve. I also want an additional star ability for Numerous if it matters. I get the Interrupt the Battle, and I get to underdeck a good card. CBP if used by Thief. That's majority of the time that this card cannot be prevented, which I do want. And Seized by Babylon, arguably the best evil enhancement in the game. I think Confusion might win that, but Seized by Babylon is amazing. Interrupt, capture up to X. If used by a Babylonian, you may take a site or fortress and play it. That is very good. If you can take their Babel, their Herod's Temple, whatever it may be, There's plenty of cities and fortresses, especially right now, being played. CBP by a good card. So very nice. There's a lot of you're seeing a lot more Bethany Trio. I've been pushing it for a year. You're seeing a lot more Bethany Trio. You see how strong it is. You're seeing Mary Holy Virgin and you're seeing King Jehu. So your hand's getting hit and they're negating and you're restricting DOMs and all that. If you're already used to restricting DOMs, and it's like whatever, your hand's going to get hit with Martha from Bethany Trio. So you really want to have strong evil characters, and then they're going to try to negate everything. So you're going to want to leave yourself with a CBP card. You don't have a lot, but there's not a lot to play per brigade. So this is the defense. The entire defense goes to it itself. It's extremely strong. Like I said, if you want to use this as an outline and then kind of cut from there and bring in your own offense, if you use this defense verbatim, then you can take out and use your own offense. You can take out these two dual cards right now, and you're fine. You can take out the dual. If you're like, hey, you know what? I really like the suicide play from Sin and Blasphemy, and I like having carcasses. Or maybe I bring in a Strike the Shepherd or something as well. Like I want a hero killer. Then you can take out Brothers Reunited, bring in a big hero killer that I always advise for, and you'd be good to go. Switch up offenses, take out Goshen and Storehouse, bring in Herod's Temple if you're using a gospel offense, and you're good to go. So just swap in this beast of a defense. Take out your duels for your additional heroes. I think that 7 enhancements and 10 heroes is on par with everything else. The average ratios. So if anything, you'll have an extra enhancement spot. Goshen turns into Herod's Temple. Storehouse goes away. We're at 53 cards, so that's 51. Or that's 52. I'm just rambling now. These two duels turn into 2 heroes. Maybe take out an enhancement to get down to 51 and take out one of your evil characters. And boom, you're at 50 with your offense. Good to go. I highly recommend this defense to try it out. Whether you think it's very strong, or whether it's to, hey, like this is your main band on Thieves, and you also have protection on Demons, so it's also learning how to get around that, or learning what's the best of these 2 brigades. So it's good to use it. Offense-wise, I've done this offense before, so nothing crazy. Originally, this was going to be a Sheila deck with like Soul Hiding and Meeks, to where Sheila gets the top deck and evil card because you want to band in Genesis for now. They don't have a lot of enhancements, so you're wanting to band and bring in the Jeremiah, the Noah, shuffle your band card, and then if you bring in Sheila, you get the top deck and evil card. Jeremiah makes it essentially CBI, so we like that. I will be honest, Goshen plus the cross in a Noah band is amazing. We don't have any CBN, so what we do is we have banding guys and we bounce around. It's pretty fast and consistent. We're really just going to do like a Jacob, Father Abraham. Eventually we're going to have Judah because we have 3 visitors, and we can go Judah to Jacob to Father Abraham. You're constantly bouncing your Isaac. Poor Isaac is getting sick because he's just getting moved around all the time, up and down and up and down. We could also forget about Father Abraham and just bring in Isaac as a 10-11, knowing that we have Abe Servant. And then band abilities work. So we can still play our band abilities and then bring in whoever we need to. And is that negate would work, or just the band on it? I'm going to say just the band ability works. So you're not going to be able to shuffle. But really we're just trying to make a by the numbers band with Cross and Goshen, and we're trying to make another by the numbers band that's repeatable with Noah shuffling in our banding enhancement. We have one more just in case that Storehouse and Emmaus Road can get. Emmaus Road also gets Jeremiah. Jeremiah should probably come into the deck because he's such a key hero, and we have green, 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 green. So that's fine. Um, it's not like we don't have anything to play. I'm not really sure if we need him or not. Main deck or reserve, if we really want Jeremiah, he should probably come into main deck. And then I don't know, bring something else out for him. But yeah, so Jacob, we have Covenant with Noah. We have Numerous as the stars. Virgin Birth helps us out. We have 3 visitors. So we have a few ways to try to get to Jacob early on. Try to get to Jacob and grab our band enhancement or grab our Abe Servant and just try to get a strong by the numbers rescue. And really, we're gearing up for Goshen Cross. We're gonna have big rescues with 2-3 hero bands, and then banding in additional heroes, and all your CBNs are tossed. Essentially all your duels are usually tossed. And now you're stuck facing a big band with Jeremiah in there as well, with First Sacrifice. I don't get to get back First Sacrifice in this deck. If I were to fine-tune this, I would probably bring in, is it Hezron? Yeah, Hezron that recurs the Genesis from discard pile. Think I would play that. And you're just getting First Sacrifice every turn. It's really nice when you have Hezron coming and the coming Prince, and you're just playing negates and First Sacrifices all over the place with Jeremiah and a big band. I think that's win more. I think this offense with Cross and Goshen does enough. It's not really predicated on battle winners though, so it's a heavy character deck, and the defense can block all day while you kind of get Goshen Cross going. So no big deal. Maybe you play Covenant with Adam for the 0-3 decrease and for the recurable negate, and you just kind of eventually wear them down. Noah shuffle, bring them in, bring in all your guys, have big bands, toss the next, and you're trying to get back your interrupts, but really you're trying to get back your Age Descendant because you do want that negate as well. So I think this can get better. I think it will, hopefully. Some new enhancements that come out that give blue some more tools to where they're not just a banding offense or predicated on or reliant on Noah or Jeremiah, where they can kind of play solo. So we'll see. I like Jared in here. He bans to a cloud. He converts his card to Meek to take a blue enhancement from reserve. So I can get Bless the Nations, Eve's Descendant, and then I can convert him and he can ban to a cloud hero. So I can ban to Jacob, Isaac, Noah, and Father Abraham. Oh, and Jeremiah, I forgot. That should be it. Yeah. So I can ban to really everyone that matters in my deck while getting an enhancement. That's very good. So I do like that. Think that's about it. We still have Numerous. We're not rushing to it, but it's nice if we can go Jacob with some stars in our hand to Numerous. We can get out what we need to kind of get this offense going a little bit more. But it's already pretty consistent because Father Abraham and all that. And then as for the souls, like I said, Matthew was kind of dominating, so we went ahead to go with Escape. Or is that Awake? Escape. Yeah, it says it in the scriptures. So we have Escape in here as another route to get out. Protector. Distressed is always nice. Prosperity helps just everything. Humble's nice. We have such a big CBN, CBP, all sorts of stuff on our defense, but not everything is. Don't forget about Golgotha, having your first skull icon used by your New Testament character each battle, CBP. That's very good. I know I'm talking fast. A lot of info at once. But Humble's always needed. And Lawless is another way to help us to Protector. We like to Lawless ourselves first turn. top 6, hopefully we get Protector or Escape, and then Exchange. So we do have Protector, Lawless, Prosperity a little bit, and Escape that helps us getting Protector. We don't have any of the Genesis cards that plays a Lost Soul from a deck. So what we can do is Brigade is blue, and your ability is Star, and your other ability is, let's just say, Lost Soul. Nahor would not be bad at all. Protect Meek Genesis heroes from the first evil enhancement played by an opponent each battle, and you get to play a Lost Soul from a deck star ability. Terra, you may reserve your Meek hero to discard an artifact or an evil enhancement you may bounce. Nothing we really use. And then if you control a Meek Antediluvian, which we do, you may play a... Yeah, that's not it. So really it's just Nahor that could go in here that plays a Lost Soul from a deck. It's not bad. I think there's more in green. Play a Lost Soul. No, that's all. So yeah, if we wanted to, we could bring in Nahor as a star ability to have an additional way to protect her. We still have Mayhem and Crowd's Choice. We could always Crowd's Choice to a Mayhem if we know for a fact. If we're playing like Rob or Luke and we know we're going to play against Disciples and we really want to shut down that Matthew first turn, then we do. It's really, really hard to turn off a Protector first turn. They have to have woes, and that means they have to use their woes, and or they have to have Son of God or Crowd's Choice. Like, they have to have 3. They have to use a Dominant. Like, it's going to be very difficult for them to have a negate neutrals and have the condition on a negate neutrals to stop your Protector. So we have some ways. Other than that, that's about it. We have our negate neutrals. Pretty fast, consistent. I can do a quick run through and just see like where we're at. I always play a little higher for you guys. I was playing a game against Jaden, and Joe Schaefer was watching, and he was like, I don't know how you play on 200 whatever I play on, but it's for you guys. I'll just run through a little bit. So I love top decking a Dominant from each hand. I'd have to look at my hand first, like top deck an animal from reserve. Can't do it. Reveal a hand. This wouldn't work. A reveal hand won't work because we have a hero. So if I don't think I have a good attack first turn, and I think my attack would be like play Jacob and then Angel Lord, then I wouldn't use my top deck a Dominant from each hand. Even though I get the hand look, I lose my Angel. I don't think I want to do that. So if they get to go first, I still get the Highwayman and the draw. If I get to go first, that's highly advantageous to me. I would put down the Goshen. I'd put down Golgotha. I'd reveal to owner all. I'd probably get a gospel character. I'd probably go to the Thief. Yeah, because if I go to the Thief, I can go to either, depends on who they block, but I can go to Plunderers, or I can go to Messenger of Satan. Am I going to search anymore? Yeah, I am. I don't need to shuffle. And I would attack with... now you got to know, if you're attacking, you have a Patriarch in battle, you're going to toss Abe's Descendant. So, do you play him as Meek with the 10-11, and then you get to play Abe's Descendant? Or do you play him and put down Jacob? And if you play him and put down Jacob, you have a 3-2 with the 2-3 by the numbers. So, that's no good. But it could help us. So we come out with the 11-10. We don't get our Jacob first turn. Oh, we missed Humble. Humble needs to go to Golgotha. That's a miss. And assuming they can block, we'd probably just shut the battle off by the numbers. I think a Goshen out with a 13-13 by the numbers hero, I think that wins turn 1. It doesn't against me, right? But yeah, actually it still would, unless I drew into something because I have Angel Lord. Their turn, which Golgotha first turn humble, that stops Matthew unless they're playing purple. And usually you see Matthew as clay, so that alone, like, do not miss that. And I get to exchange. Um, all I have is blasphemy, so I really don't want to go to Messenger of Satan. I'd rather go to the Plunderers. That's a much better block. Prevent the next, get the band, and then draw. Let's just say it's one. Uh-oh. Um, get the draw, and I can ban. No one to ban to. Can I play? Nothing to play. I do get Lawless. Reveal to all. Top 6. And Galileans comes down. That's nice. And I get to take an evil card. It's going to be turn 2, so I can use Wages. We like Anthropophobia in here. We like to play it after we play Woes. If we play Woes as evil, we like that. We get the negate early on. We get the ongoing negate, and then we Anthropophobia our 3 Woes, and then we get it back. Or we play Anthropophobia as evil, and we get the negate and discard. The dual enhancements are also why we want Hezron in here. I really wanted Mist and Hezron. Mist, I can get back Sin and Blasphemy. Or just another really strong enhancement, and then I can just have Hezron, and I can constantly get back and end the battle. Because it's if you play an enhancement, I just interrupt and play. So there's some really good stuff there that I don't think is really used. Hezron getting back a blue enhancement is really good because there's the duels. You can also use Hezron to get back the duels and other, like, it's not just Crimson, there's also Pale Greens. So it's something if you play Genesis and you kind of find that they fall short, there's other ways to make them stronger. So we will take, I don't think we need to take Red Dragon right now. I don't know. Maybe we do. And then we have a Sin and Blasphemy to play on Red Dragon. That's pretty good. But we have Wages of Sin. Am I going to use a search ability? Unless I draw 3. Okay. Well, that's tough. We'll take Wages of Sin. And then we have Galileans. So that's the other thing. Like, now what? Do we lose our Sin and Blasphemy and go to deck for same brigade? All right, I'm going to be honest. I walked away right there. I paused. I came back. I know I was doing Galileans, talking Sin and Blasphemy, and completely forgot. So I have to grab something for Galileans. That's orange. That's New Testament. Probably going to be this. Yeah, so if the flow is weird, I apologize. It could be Thief. Thief to Messenger is also good. We can go right back to Thief and get the negate. Deceiver would just go to Judas, and Thief can already do that. So, unless we just want to take an enhancement. We prevent the next and draw. And maybe we go Lawless, take Wages into Galileans, and then Wages we shuffle into, I think if I'm in a tournament, that's what I'm doing. I'm ensuring that I have an enhancement to back up my band, and I would go Wages into Hurling Insults and go 1 for 1 and get the Evil New Testament Crimson with Evil New Testament Crimson for Galileans. So I think that's what I would do. I don't need to shuffle. It's okay. Draw 3. Top deck a star card from reserve. Yeah, we can do that. And then we're also going to do Virgin Birth, but we're going to do that order, numerous first, because that'll give us Jeremiah. We have another way to Judah. Well, we will top deck Jeremiah, and then we'll go top 6. Reveal to me, top 6. I can underdeck Virgin Birth. Wow, that's really good cards. Crowd's Choice is essentially anything. Mayhem for the draw. I would play wages, get a character, put down 2 other characters, and get a draw 3. That'd be nice. Judas is always good, but I have the thief to exchange. I have my banning enhancement for Noah. Maybe I could put faith in this deck, you know? I have enough targets. I'll take Jeremiah. Ouch. I don't know. That's tough. There's a lot to take there. Send to the bottom of deck. And we do have 3 stars after we play numerous to get out 3 heroes. So, just realized that when I took Jeremiah that we were going to play numerous here. So, I mean, we would have wanted a star anyway, actually. So, yeah. We are good. Nothing on our upkeep. We're going to go to numerous and show 1, 2, 3 and take out 3 heroes. We can take Judas if we want. We do want, it's 3 human heroes. We probably just want the quote-unquote big 3. It's probably who we want. I know I like having Enosh, but we want to get some draw going and a strong attack. So here we go. Discard. What's going on with Discord? Oh, hey, Chris messaged me. Yeah, we should probably do that. I am free in about 15 minutes. Doing a video now. There you go. Almost a cameo from Chris. I was worried I was should have been doing Israel's playtesting stuff, and Chris got busy, so hey, it all worked out. Okay, so we already played our territory class. We got all our heroes. We have nothing for upkeep. Oh, I'm so used to cards being large. Yeah. And this is nice. You guys always play like this? Pretty much go into an attack. Usually I don't like putting down my heroes first. I'll think of the attack in my head for tournament-wise, and then I'll do the attack. You don't want to put down your heroes. I talk a lot while I play. That helps me with misplays. I'll go over that in a second. But for the video, I'll put everything down. We know we can go Jared, convert, take a blue enhancement, ban to a cloud hero. We also know our Isaac's here, so Father Abraham plays a meek red hero from deck, and then draws based on your patriarchs. So we don't need to play the meek red hero from deck. We already have all our patriarchs from deck in play. And then I can ban to a patriarch, and I get the draw 1, 2, 3, and I get a Genesis enhancement from hand as well. So that's going to be our attack. We have our Abe's Descendant to negate whatever they're doing. Bandon, Noah, shuffle our Abe's Descendant, and have a toss the next. Ideally, we would keep these characters all in hand, and then we would attack from hand with a Jared. We would convert to take a blue enhancement from reserve. We already have 1 band. We don't need another band, so we're going to take Eve's Descendant. We're going to go to Jacob and take a Genesis enhancement from deck. Now we can take our duels to help out our defense if we think our defense needs help. We can get the negate and discard an opponent's human or enhancement, or we can get the negate a good card or discard a hero. I think that's what we take here, just because we know we're going to go into a negate and we pulled Eve's Descendant and we have Angel. And then we go to Father Abraham. You may activate this card's star ability and or draw X. Limit 3. If you do, convert this card to Meek. Now remember, we had to have a hero that matches our brigades because Goshen will toss. So we have to have Father Abraham convert if Jared's not in battle. So remember that. You have to play around your own Goshen. And now we can draw 3. Really big draw 3 there. That's kind of what we want. We didn't take Anthropophobia because we didn't have Woes yet. And now we know we can kind of be aggressive with Woes and play it early as an evil card. And then top deck it. Once again, you can do combos in blue. Little tricks here and there. Be creative with blue. Now, whatever they play, if they choose the hero, we do not have a green banding card. So if they choose the hero, we're kind of screwed. So maybe that's something we look at. Instead of Bless the Nations, we do Gathered Together to have a green band. So we can negate what they do. We can bring in Isaac if we want for the numbers. But we're going to have Noah come in and then toss the next. Noah will go ahead and shuffle. And then Jeremiah tosses the next, and I get the hand look. That usually wins your battles right there. I toss the next. I also toss through Goshen. It's by the numbers. It's really good. I don't use Peace in this deck. You can. I think it gets kind of cute. It's really easy to stop, in my opinion. But they do have to stop it. It's something that the opponent has to counter. Sorry, I had to pause again. I ate lunch earlier, and it just wasn't enough. I am so hungry, and I'm going to be busy here in like 20 minutes, so I pause and get something to eat and drink. Where were we? Probably I was rambling about something. It's turn 2. I already used numerous this turn, so I can't use wages. I can use Crowd's Choice here, and I can get out Gates of Hell. I can get out Babylon. I can get out Enosh, and I can negate their neutrals. I can get out Storehouse. I feel like that's the move. We do want to either put pressure on them through Enosh. It depends on the situation. We have Sin and Blasphemy. So if we have our Add to Battle, that's really good. And we're not restricting dominance yet. So nothing there. So they could Angel Lord, but we do have a ban, a prevent, a negate. We have our negate that we're going to use with 3 woes. I feel like we have a decent block. Like we have a dominant negate and a stolen blessing. So I don't know if we necessarily need Gates of Hell, especially we can wages to either target next turn. So it's, do we want to set up the Babylon as an evil character now, assuming they attack? Or do we want to get the Gates of Hell out? We could also get out a Sordid Spirit. It depends on who's in their territory. We could Sordid Spirit to Beelzebub, blow them up, and ban to the Thief in exchange from Decker territory, which we have our Thieves right here. So there's a lot we can do with Crowd's Choice. I'll be honest with you. I think tournaments can be won or lost in this, or at least games in this decision, depending on what you pick. And if you don't want to, it doesn't mean you have to use Crowd's Choice. We can put down the Thief and just move along with life. We could also get Storehouse to where we have Storehouse going next turn. The thing is, we don't really care about Storehouse in this deck. It's more of a hand protection because we only have Bless the Nations. It's not really a big deal for us to have Storehouse. If they had neutrals out that we want to get rid of, we could pull Enosh from deck. I think I would like to get out Babylon just for the video to show you all. Play Babylon as evil, assuming they don't have negate neutrals. And if they do, we're going to play woes. Because remember, we can be aggressive with woes. We want Anthropophobia pretty soon, which we can get with wages next turn if we want. And we can top deck our own evil card and have woes right back. So, very nice move. And it's hard to notice. So we'll come out with the Thief when they attack. We'll negate a good card in territory. We can discard one of our own if we want. I think I would just, depending on what it is, I would just negate it. Exchange with a generic demon. Time to get our demons out. We only have one generic demon in here, but that's fine. Draw from bottom. I'll just give myself a draw 2. Band to Plunders. Band to Highwayman. Give myself a 2. Oh, look at that. I forgot to do the Harlot. The whole point of this, if you are attacked. So I guess I can do it at any time. If you are attacked. Not when you are attacked. So that helps. Prosperity, I got to wait for my prosperity. Discarding a card to draw 2. Virgin Birth, draw 2. Protector. So Matthew would have shredded us because we don't have enough consistent ways to the Protector. Now we have our block. And I like playing an enhancement from opponent's hand regardless of Brigade. If they don't have hand protection, that's huge. So I like saving Stolen Blessing unless I absolutely have to play it. I do have Blasphemies to where I can go ahead and play Blasphemies. And I can get out Blindness. I can get out Red Dragon. I can get Carcasses. We already have the Harlot out. So I would go into Red Dragon to get my whole band going. You're evil. Stop. If they had something else, I probably go to a Woes here. Just because I have Anthropophobia in my hand, I'd probably go to a Woes. Win the battle. And really, this defense just gets harder and harder to stop the more it comes out. 1, 2, 3. Look at the top 9 cards of deck. You may top deck a human hero. I don't really. The only reason I care to do that is if I am looking at the top 9 for a draw wise. But I'm gonna draw either way, so it doesn't really matter to me. I probably wouldn't need to do 3 visitors. 14 in hand. I can go to my Judah, and Judah can go to Jacob. I don't have a good way to bounce. I need to upkeep, so I would just negate whatever. I think the move is to go to Judah and do a whatever it is, a band that's CBI, and get a Genesis enhancement because I go right back to my banding card. The issue is I do not have a bounce for Noah. And I could either play Covenant Noah, I could play First Sacrifice, and then I can attack, and then I can go to get my banding enhancement and band in Jeremiah. Oh, wait, I keep doing, Reth's going to call me out. I keep doing this, and I will say what this is. This bans to Genesis human heroes. I did this in my last video, where I play Abe's Descendant and I ban in Jeremiah. Stop doing that, Tyler. Bad Tyler. So I do need to make a couple edits. And just have that be gathered together. There's enough green. Just going to have to watch out on Goshen. So I apologize, everyone. And maybe Goshen just hurts me too much, you know? Maybe I bring in Gathered Together because I also have Clay in the reserve. So maybe I just play Gathered Together instead of Abe's Descendant. I just like having Abe's Descendant because I know I banned in Jared, and Jared bans in Jeremiah. So I just did that the wrong way last time. Sorry. I can play Covenant with Noah as an artifact, get out a Genesis human, and I can bounce and start my Jacob chain. I still didn't play a territory class, so I can still do First Sacrifice or Wages of Sin. And it just depends, like, do I think I have a really strong block? Yeah, I have all my Banders and Red Dragon and Nebi and all these enhancements. So I don't think I need the add to battle right now. I can't stop an Angel of the Lord, but I don't think it matters. So I think I play First Sacrifice, look at their hand, underdeck something, and I would go to Leah. I would bounce Noah, I ban the Jacob. I go to Abe's Descendant, and then Jacob can ban to a Patriarch, ban to Isaac. And then, you know, they know what's coming. So Abe's Descendant, and I can negate enhancement. I can bounce it or take it. And it would be nice if I have Stolen Blessing and Abe's Descendant, and I am taking your evil and taking and playing your good, and I have Jeremiah and Plunderers and Den of Thieves. Like that would be really cool. It's just hard to add, but once again, it's a sneaky little combo where I can negate your stuff and take it and play it on defense, and I can prevent your stuff and take it and play it on offense. So it is good. Um, I can't get Jeremiah in here. All I can do is get in Noah and like another Genesis hero if I want. It's Genesis heroes, so I'll band in 3 visitors. Go to Judah, and Judah can negate an evil or neutral card in play, so that's also nice. And then I can band to a Patriarch. Don't think I need Faithful Abraham. I'll flip Noah. And the offense has a lot of rinse and repeat, so we kind of like bringing in the different tricks. See if that would work or not. We got the first sacrifice, so we would know. Unless they drew into something. We have a lot of good cards. We don't need Mayhem. We don't have Storehouse, so we can't go to reserve. I think I put down Red Dragon and keep Nebby in my hand as a surprise. I hate to say it, but I think Eve's Descendant is gone. It'd be their turn, and we have everything in the world. We have the massive band of Red Dragon to the Harlot to Messenger to Plunderers to Highwayman. I'm wondering if we have, like, if we didn't want to prevent and take, then we could go to Nebby, and we then would have Red Dragon to the Harlot to Messenger to Nebby. So right now we get the draw from Messenger of Satan, and look, we wouldn't even. That's not even how we would play it. Like we would play Messenger of Satan, we get the draw, and now guess what? We get to band again. You know, we'd ban to Judas, restrict good dominance, ban to a demon, we ban to the thief, and then we could exchange. We could negate a card in their territory, exchange, and if we wanted to, we have a few extra heroes out now that we can go ahead and take it. Go to Plunderers, go to the Highwayman, and we get to draw some more. And then we have Seized by Babylon and Sin and Blasphemy. We could play Sin and Blasphemy. Whoops, no. And then go to Brothers Reunited or Carcasses, since we don't have, if we know that's going to be a CBN, but I assume there's more than one hero in battle, so we just end the battle and we win in numbers. It also ends the battle with numbers, you know, so it just immediately checks numbers, and that's that. So we would win the battle by numbers, we're massive, and then we'd also win who's ever, so that can be a massive kill card because I'm a 10, 17, 19, 25, 33, 44, 40. I was 33 plus 7. So I'm a 40 offense, and I end the battle, you're dead. So once again, little sneaky action. We have Golgotha out, so the first thing we play is CBP2, and then we get the interrupt. So, and we can top deck an evil card from reserve or reveal a hand. That doesn't work. After that, we're pretty much good. It's just kind of rinse and repeat after this. Like we can negate neutrals. We can go to Emmaus Road if we wanted to. I'd rather do wages and set up the the add to battle. We can take a Genesis human from deck or reserve. I don't think there's anyone else left, but we do get to shuffle our wages back. We have a strong attack because we're just going to go Leah to bounce a Genesis hero, and we could always resurrect, which is nice, to Jacob, and we can get back our ban, which we drew into it, and ban to a Patriarch, and we just have a big band. And if we don't want the big band, like if we if we did first sacrifice, got rid of their Christian martyr, and we wanted initiative, we can just go Leah, or actually, why even if we wanted to bounce, we would do Leah. If we really wanted initiative, we do Father Abraham. But we can bounce and then play Anthropophobia, and we could top deck our Three Woes, and then we could play Stolen Blessing. Like, I think that would be the better attack, is just having Father Abraham, redo Three Woes, and then play their Battle Winner. I think that's really, really good. And then if they do anything, we negate and bring in Noah and Jeremiah. No, we would have to band, or we'd have to bounce Jared. So either way, a lot of little tricks. It's a fun offense. It could be better. The deck could be more fine-tuned, but it is very solid. In general, I really wanted to just show this defense because I think I've shown it before and it wasn't fully there. But now that we're getting closer to tournament season, I wanted to bring it back and just show everyone, hey, this is a very, very good defense with a lot of layers, drawing, preventing, taking, exchanging, negating, protection from dominance, restricting dominance. Like, you name it, I'm doing it. And it's a massive ban, and I have Add to Battle, and it's just really, really good. So wanted to show everyone what I think was a top defense in the meta right now going into tournament season, right around the corner, with a couple tricks that I like to do in Genesis. So hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the random pauses and any loud noises because of work. How dare they bug me during work hours. But hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon.